Welcome to Portfolio Builders Club. Tesla, the big short. Let's talk about it. So Tesla has been experiencing a major pullback, more so than what was expected. We think this is more so news driven. And as we look at it, we were anticipating Tesla hitting this 200-day moving average as it has in the past, and then continue to go back up and continue to go hit higher targets. We drew this counter trend line looking for a break of that counter trend line. We have not broken that counter trend line. That would be one signal. The other signal was the 25-day moving average. We were looking for a break of this 25-day moving average as well. That has not happened. So we have not gotten that move to the upside that we were anticipating. The new thing that has occurred as well is we have this cross of the 25-day moving average and the 200-day moving average. This is taking us into bearish territory. So we have to monitor this in order to determine if we're going to see some sort of turnaround or not. So if we move our downtrend counter trend line so that we can sort of start to see when we start to get a move back to the upside, if that happens, we'll put this sort of here, and let's move it over on this side of the 25-day moving average at this point. But we'll watch that 25-day moving average and this counter trend line to see if we get a move back to the upside. But the thing that we have to anticipate about this stock is other factors that might influence the price. So as we get closer to $200 a share, there could be some things that happen that then continue to push this further down. Right now, we're definitely underwater as far as the price, and expecting, even if we have a pullback, we would expect, even with the pullback, that it will continue to drop again, even after that pullback. And this all would create somewhat of a big short in the market, a huge short opportunity for various organizations as we continue to watch what they do about this situation. So looking at some of the headlines, so in the news, we see here's a Barron's article with the title, Tesla stock dives further. You look at some of these other ones, these organizations or companies that are looking at the price of Tesla and their price targets. These would be financial organizations, and they're lowering the price target. So here's an organization, RBC Capital, adjusts price target of Tesla to 320 from 440. They all have optimism overall long term about Tesla, but they're lowering their targets. And as you see that kind of news, then you start to realize that if all of these organizations, all of these financial institutions, all these hedge funds and other investment firms start to lower their targets, are they willing to take this ride all the way down with Tesla? Or will they short the market? And if they short the market, what impact will that have? And then we ask ourselves, are there any other catalysts that would drive this price further down, such as some sort of margin call? If Tesla stock is being used for loans, such as to purchase Twitter or other investments, at what point will it trigger some sort of margin call or some sort of stop loss on those policies, on those loans, where they say, hey, your stock that's collateral for this loan is going to is dropping in value, and we need to go ahead and cash out in order to go ahead and get, our money out of this deal. So they may then need to transfer those stocks or cash out those stocks or transfer them over to the loan company, the company that's giving them the loan, or individuals or whoever else that may be giving them the loan. And if that happens, and then they sell those stocks in order to cover those loans, then you'll see the price move down even quicker, in that case. Now, if the price does move down, those who are optimistic about the long-term prospects may see that as a buying opportunity. So you could definitely see some sort of recovery at some point. But how much damage will actually happen before that recovery takes place? Are people willing to ride this down to $100 a share or lower? And if you get down into the $100 a share, it doesn't matter how many stock splits you had in the past. It doesn't matter, what the prospects are for the future for the organization. You're getting to a point where the value of the stock becomes so low that some people may decide that they just don't want to keep it. They maybe doubled or tripled the number of stocks that they've owned over the years by holding it. But if those stocks are going down to below 100, then they may consider cashing out as well. So what I'm anticipating for Tesla, unless Tesla can come out with something new and innovative to change the trajectory that it's on at this current moment, then there could be a big short opportunity for Tesla. So they need robotics to come out. They may need self-driving to improve. I think that the SpaceX return of the astronauts will be a positive, because SpaceX is a private company, but sometimes you see impacts in Tesla stock. But otherwise, they need a lot of things to happen for the organization in order to be able to recover. They need maybe to redesign some of their cars. Cybertruck seems to be having trouble with the design as it relates to other countries and whether it's a legal vehicle or not. They need to modify that and make sure that it can be legal if they want to continue to sell those trucks. But otherwise, they need some sort of catalyst that's going to turn things around. And I think there's going to be a lot of attention turned to this organization and this company in the coming months, because otherwise things could change drastically for this organization if the price of the stock goes way, way down. And who knows what other impacts that may have to the markets, depending on how heavily everyone's invested in it, and then some of your index, may be heavily weighted on this stock. But I'm anticipating a big short that may occur. The other thing that may drive a big short would be if there's anyone out there who just is an adversary to Tesla. Anyone who is a competitor to Tesla, be it to the organization or for people that are involved in the organization, or just that if they have money and influence, they may decide that an opportunity presents itself to tank the company in order to advance or benefit their own company, or they may just do it out of spite. Who knows? But you're dealing big money here, and big things happening. Now, the ideal situation here would be for there to be some support gained here through some consolidation, and then a rapid turnaround and move to the upside. Again, I think that would have to be business driven, where they're coming out with new cars, lower price points, or self-driving, or taxis, whatever. Something's got to come out of the company in order to stimulate what's going on right now. Otherwise, the organization will probably be faced with what I would call a big short. So we will see what happens. We'll continue to monitor these lines and give updates as we see. If we can see the price move up above this line and up above the 25-day moving average, that would be a positive sign. But we really need to get back above this 200-day moving average, and then eventually above the 100-day moving average. But for now, we'll just take the small wins if we can get those. But otherwise, we will keep our eyes open and keep our minds open that this actually may be a huge short opportunity.